The most fun things is, we all make them, but we never really make them from start to finish, which is really cool about when you buy a bowl at the Super Bowl, one potter will have thrown it in its wet state, another one will have trimmed it, and maybe another one will have glazed it. So you just don't know. It's not just one person's work. It's this beautiful collaboration of work.
Maybe we'll throw one and somebody else trims the foot, then another person glazes it, or somebody decorates it, and you wouldn't have done that, and that's really exciting too.
We explore different shapes and ways of decorating, ways of glazing, combinations of glazing, and that shows up in the Super Bowl.
This is the bowl that I bought last year. It's got a nice swirl, kind of iridescent in natural light. It's got beautiful little marks on it, and then it's got a foot that I just would never do, which I love about it.
Yeah. What's kind of funny is I know that for me, as they're being produced, I'm like, ooh, that's the one I'm going to take home. And then a couple weeks later, I'm like, oh, no, that's the one. And then a couple weeks later, it's like, oh, well, maybe I should have that one. And then at the end of the day, who knows if it's even one of those that I've thought that I've wanted as they've been coming out of the kiln.
Everyone sort of puts their own imprint on the bowl, too, because different people have different ways of turning the feet or throwing the volume of the bowl or the shape of the bowl. And when they're sort of a joint experience, a joint process where more people are involved in the creation, it ends up with some rather unexpected forms and so forth. So it makes it really interesting.
Bowls, I have bowls at home like this that every time I use them, I hold them like this and feel them. Not like I just grab a pre-made bowl out of the cupboard. I have like 2 of those, I think. But the ones that are, no matter who is made, when I take them out, I hold them like this a little bit before I fill them.
I'm really a fan of this, which is why I love this bowl so much, because you can hold it in your hand and drink out of it.
Every year we do it, we find new challenges, whether it's the glazes, and we're all waiting to see what comes out of the kiln and what combinations of glazes work well. And we end up with glaze combinations that we use, long after the Super Bowl is done, because they simply work together.
I miss the throwing party a lot this year.
Mm-hmm.
It was just really lovely, because a lot of times being a potter is a little bit solitary. Even working in a studio, a lot of times you're just there doing it on your own, in a common studio like we have. But then to have a day when you have all of the wheels full and everybody's making, and you have a few other people that are wedging clay and other people that are stacking the pots, and it's just a really nice, that collaboration is really beautiful and really lovely to take part in as well.
The Throwathon is a place that fosters ideas all the way down the line of making the bowls for that year, but also tends to bring about collaboration in other ways with all of those artists, which is really, really fun.
Yeah, and it's not only our studio artists that will come, it's other people who are not normally part of the studio that you get a chance to say hi to, that you maybe only see once a year, or some people that you've never met before that just say, hey, can I come and throw? And so it's just people who love the whole process and love the art center that are part of the whole shooting match.
We're a really lucky group.
We are.
People want to be at the art center.
I like experience for Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yep.
I miss you guys, all of you.
Oh,
Y'all.
I hope.
Yeah. Air hug.